We love you. You are here to experience joy, to experience bliss. You are here to be a miracle. What that means is a constant miracle. What that means is a constant occurrence of miracles is already happening. You are here to be eternal freedom. You already are eternally free. Everything in the world is already fair. It's already how it's supposed to be. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is unfair. Nothing is falling apart. There is nothing but existence, and all are existing in total freedom. That is the eternal gift of existence. There is only existence, there is nothing else. You can never not exist. There is no such thing as you not existing. Everyone, everything that ever was, ever is, ever will be, is all happening right now. They always have been, they always will be. There is nothing here for you to fix. There is nothing wrong. You're not here learning something. Like you've done something wrong, like you just can't get it, like you're not good enough as you are. I know that many spiritual teachers will tell you that Earth is a school and this is all about lessons. And you can view it that way, of course. Of course. You can take a flower and dissect the flower. But then you don't have the flower anymore, do you? Existence is about a beauty, is about a freedom, is about expression, is about experiencing different portions of yourself, different portions of God, Source, Divine, the Light. The oneness that is all things, getting to experience itself, because if the oneness is everything, and it is, all that is this oneness. If that's all that it is, there is nothing to experience. There's nothing to compare it to. So we incarnate to experience a portion of that which we are. And that's what you're here for. In any way that you choose. Existence is a never-ending ocean. And you have gathered some droplets of water, this ocean. And you get to do with it what you wish. But it's always a part of the ocean. It's always a part of all that you are. It's always a part of what everything is. There is nothing wrong. No. Everything is just reflecting back to you that which you are. Everything is just giving you the gift of whatever you choose in here. That is the freedom. You can choose anything in here. You can choose to be completely imprisoned. You can choose to have no freedom. That's how free you are. And whatever you choose in here, that's what this simulation around you is built upon. That's what it is. And when you change within here, you change outside of here. There is a time lapse, and this time lapse has been put into place to protect you so that you don't have a wave of emotion and destroy everything like this, like that. Can you imagine if it came so instant? The answer is yes, immediately, but it takes time to come to you. And how much time it takes is determined by, are you going to continue with the change, or the change that you made, and then out here, there's something different. There's something that once was. And if you're going to grab onto what once was, go back to the vibration you once were, you're going to keep creating the same echo. So whenever you make a change, the what once was get louder and louder and louder, and it's asking you, are you sure? Are you sure? And if you dive into it, if you let it get in here, you're going to keep creating the same echo. That's all that is happening. It doesn't matter once you choose. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Everything is just a vibration that syncs up or it doesn't. That's it. Everything. But there has been a separation between what you want, what your mind decides, what your heart feels, and what you're seeing before you. What you're seeing before you is just the culmination of an old state of being. Right now, what you see before you is just the culmination of an old state of being. You can change your state of being, and you can change what is built up around you. You are doing that. It is easy. It is supposed to be easy. It is supposed to be endless miracles. It already is an endless miracle to exist. You're supposed to be in such ridiculous bliss that you can't stop laughing and smiling, and you love everybody and everything. But to get to that point, you have put layers in here. Everyone that hurt you, everyone that wounded you, every time you felt embarrassed, you felt fear, every time. You felt shame, you felt guilt, you felt anger, you felt betrayed, you were hurt, you were abused. All of this is still right here. And you don't want to touch it, because when you touch it, it hurts. The pain gets worse. So we are numbing it down. We're numbing it down. This is saying, when you try to live in bliss, when you try to raise your vibration in this way, what once was, it fights back at you. It scratches back, it gets stronger. And we give into it, and this is why we keep creating the same pattern. We don't want to look there, we don't want to look. So we numb the pain by what? Going and buying a bunch of things. Consuming, constantly thinking about consuming. Having different addictions, taking different pills to numb the pain, watching something on TV that it's just playing and playing and playing, and it's making you feel empty in here. Everything is being set up in your society to make you feel empty in here. And the more empty you feel, I'm telling you, you have a greater gift there for you. Because if you dive into the emptiness, you dive in, it's like jumping off a cliff. It's the abyss, it's the void. Okay? Much like outer space is an abyss. It is the void. It's nothing. If you scale back to include all that is, if you include not just our solar system, not just the Milky Way, not just everything we know about, back from the farthest star, what is everything? It's just all of this empty space. It's nothing. But everything is happening in this empty space. Everything is happening in the nothing. And that is the key. That is the flip. So you have to dive into your emptiness, that darkness, that fear. And when you do so, you release the fear. And you realize that here we're falling. It's like a dance. And we're syncing up with this and we're syncing up with that. You're not walking around on your planet. You're falling, but at the same time, you're not moving anywhere. There's this illusion of space. Everything is just syncing up to you, syncing up to you, syncing up to you, syncing up to what's in here. You create what a day will be, what this event will be, what this moment of your life will be. The creation of that came way before. All the states building up to that moment. And here's the thing. The change can be like that because it already is. Because time doesn't exist. So you don't need all of this time. You're putting it because this is what you are seeing. This is what you have been observing. But there is a pull in your heart here. There's something here in your heart. The spirit is pulling you. It's like you're at the edge of the abyss, at the void, but you just know if you dive in there, there's a light in there, and that light is who you really are, and you're right. But you have to go for it. And you don't have any logical, there is no way to be shown. There is no one who's going to show you this. It's you and spirit, and you go for it. That's it. That's it. And you do that by facing how you really feel, letting that emotion move through you, seeing all with the eyes from your heart, no matter what, including yourself. And then going in the direction of your passion, of what would make your heart sing for you, not for someone else, not to save the world, not to have this person or that person or this or that. What is your passion? What would make your heart sing? This is how spirit guides us. This is how we know we're going the right way. The excitement. Because we are meant to be in a constant state of excitement, joy, bliss, a miracle, love, unconditional love. That is what is real. And the more you move towards that, the more you will see time disappears. It's not really real. And you can live like that all the time. You can get to a point where everything that you do is so blissful, is such a miracle. The synchronicities, the way things will line up, you never would have imagined. But you have to let go of this has to happen this way. Because you are not making everything happen. Because when you make everything happen, you are just using your body. But you're thinking of your body as just your body. You're thinking of your being as just your being. And you're not just your being. Your body does nothing but show you this. It's so logical. But you miss it. Because you don't hear me over here through your screen, through the speaker. You don't hear me over here. Even if I was sitting next to you, wherever you are, you wouldn't hear me over there where I'm sitting. You hear me inside of your ear. You see me inside of your eye. Okay? Every single edge of your body that you're saying, that's it, that's only me. All that it does, every single inch of your body, it brings outside inside. So within you, everything is happening. Literally everything. That's what this is showing you. That everything out here is in here. What we think of as this expanding universe, it's the opposite way. Reverse. And when you see it in that opposite way, you see how the energy really flows. The opposite way you think. And now you can use this. You can use this easily to be and be happy in this now, in this now, in this now, in this now, in this now. Continue that. And then you can get what you want, whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you want. There is nothing good, there is nothing bad. Everything is just energy. We are making it what it is. Your consciousness is constantly expanding, is constantly growing. It's supposed to. It's constantly evolving your consciousness. And so, as your consciousness is evolving, your desires are going to evolve. That is natural. You don't need to explain your evolving desires to anyone, and you don't need to tell them to anyone, and it doesn't need to fit in. Stop trying to explain what you want and see how it's going to happen and talk about it with all of these people and being so fixed. No. You're supposed to experience out here what you're choosing here. So choose something else in here, get something else out here. Choose bliss in here, get bliss everywhere you turn. That's what you're doing. You're making it. It's not a lesson. It's just showing you where you're at. This is where you're at. Do you want to be here? If no, make the change. And when you make the change, it gets louder, it gets stronger, it gets even more in the vibration it once was that you had it set at. Keep with your choice. Keep with your choice. Keep your vibration. And you see it all change. Existence is a gift. It's a gift where you can have anything. There is no limits. There is no structure. There is no, it needs to be this way, it needs to be that way. No. It's a gift. And when you see it as a gift, and when you see that you're just here to experience that emotion and have a physical body that translates out to the other parts of the universe, you, to make it happen. So you get to experience being you. Instead of being one with all that is. It's beautiful. But when you experience being you, you are still one of all that is, but there is the illusion of separation, and the illusion of separation allows you to have an experience, and you get to determine whatever that is, and you can change it at any time. There's so much judgment going around, judging what this person's doing, what that person's doing, what's happening over here, what's happening over there. When you are a vibration of unconditional love and bliss, you make more unconditional love and bliss. If no one on the planet was love, was unconditional love, was bliss, where would the unconditional love and bliss be? If everyone on the planet is unconditional love and bliss, now what? Now what would that feel like? What would that be? So when you look at something and you feel a negative emotion, no matter what you're doing, you're not helping. You're not helping. You're increasing that negative emotion on this planet. When you're feeling unconditional love and bliss, when you're being in a state of being with your passion, that's it. That's what you came here to do. And you can do that in a way that is uniquely you. That's what you came here to do. And it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what was written on the stars when you were born, because guess what? That's still happening right now too. Everything is happening right now. And when you change this present moment, you change the past, you change the future. You move into a different timeline. You move into a different you. There's endless versions of you. You can be anyone that you want to be. You're just syncing up. You're syncing up with the emotion, with the state of being you are. What are your thoughts? What are your emotions? It's making everything in your life what it is. You are all way too hard on yourselves. Just love yourself. Love yourself as you are. You're perfect the way you are. You're so beautiful just the way you are. You're so smart. You're so amazing. Nothing is hard. Nothing is difficult. It's not. It can be so easy. It can. It really can. You are so, so, so loved. You can't even fathom how loved that you are. Your physical being could not hold the love that you truly are. Right now, choose to be love. Choose to see that there's new babies being born every day, that the sun is always there. No matter how many times the earth turns away from the sun, she's still there, still shining. Everything is happening in perfect unison for you to exist, for you to be who you are. You could have been anything. You could have been a flower. You could have been a polar bear. You could have been a rock. You could have been lava. You could have been anything. You could have been anyone, but you're a human and you're you. It's so amazing. Humans are so amazing. Humans can do beautiful things, remarkable things. Who do you think it was? The first being to ever look at another creature and think, how beautiful, and marvel at this little creature. Just observe this other creature on this planet and think how beautiful it is to be here now. That was a human. That was a woman. That being was a woman. It's so amazing to be alive, to be here, to be loved, to know that everything is all right, everything is happening the way it's supposed to. Just love yourself, just be love. You can have all your dreams. You can have anything that you want. Just love yourself and let go. And the reason to let go is not because you can't get what you want. It's because we know the real you. We know the real you. And we know what you really want, who you really are. We know what will bring you such delight, such joy, such bliss, that it makes time stand still. You know why? When you're feeling so much joy, so much bliss, time stands still. It's like no time passed at all, because that is when you are really in the oneness, what you really are, of what existence really is. And that is when you're experiencing what it really is to be human. There is no time. There is no time. We love you. We love you so much. Just love yourself and everyone else, no matter what. Okay, they hurt you. You need to go in a different direction, but you love them and you see what part of yourself invited this here. And you love that part, but you let it go. You can do that. Once a day, stop, look around you, and wonder. You're alive, you're here. You're here in this moment. Take the beauty of a moment and hold it in your hand. When you do this, it's like the moon pulling the ocean tides. Everything will come to you. Just be drawn to you. Just effortlessly. This quiet bliss. That's who you really are. We love you. "29 minutes? Yowzer.